Good morning, everybody. I hope you can hear me well and good. I hope my breakfast show, Trading with SMARTRobie Trade Idea, find you well today. So, if the sound is coming okay, do type 1. And if you are first time visiting for us, and thank you for sharing like many of you have done so, very appreciate. I also hope you enjoy this Wednesday live talk where I gave you 5 predictions about where the KLCI may be going, so that will be a good clue where going forward. Remember, prediction number 2, I did talk about it, which actually happened today, right? And today we talk about the sell-off that we've seen so far. But remember, the sell-off will be temporary. Remember, the Wall Street or the bull market go up in a wall of worries, okay? But again, the Pfizer vaccine has rejuvenated the economy. And let's look at our title of our headline that we have for today. And those of you who just join us, I'd like to welcome you. All right, thanks a lot. All right. And also, we'd like to say thank you to those of you who sign up our 11/11 sales package. Thank you very much for your support. So for the next couple of months, we will be here to support you, at least to explain where the market is going, where you can also use the same tools, right, on the indicators for the US market and the Malaysian market. We want to make it very seamlessly. What you have learned about the KLSE can also apply on the US market. As you can see, right now we are planning for SMARTRobie rollout of the US market in January. That's right. So keep in mind. So let's look at what we have for you this morning in our headlines. That's right. Now you notice the color today is purple color, and the purple color is a significant. All right, Hong Leong cap. Yes, I found out about the Hong Leong capital gap down in here. It could be at this point a mistake. You need to look at the bid ask in there. There is something which is unnecessary error about what I normally get this Hong Leong capital, right? But I don't think you should panic. This could be just temporary for the Hong Leong cap. Yes, I did have that. KPS also look into that. All right, for one is only one stock per person. Okay, what is hot today? Definitely we're going to look at that one too. Let's move on to our program that we have for you. So if not, do appreciate if you could share this video in your timeline so more people can enjoy. Now remember, right, purple color means something today. That's right, purple color is Friday. So again, this is the new format that we have for our breakfast show with SMARTRobie. I hope you really like the way we're breaking it up. Remember, beginner come on Monday, intermediate come on Wednesday, and Friday it's for the advanced. I suppose everybody like the advanced one, isn't it? It's just like when you're first learning any sports. I learn to play guitar. Why I want to learn strumming? I want to go straight to the advanced one, but it's okay. This is a free country. You are free to do whatever you want to. So today I'll share a bit more on the advanced level by looking at the volume bar. We'll read the volume bar on the hourly chart and also look at the premium alert and chart setup and also volume spread analysis. All right. So Friday is advanced day. All right. Let's move on. What I have for you. All right, as I said before, our 3-month plugin has closed. Thank you very much. Here, Martin Wong, one of the co-founder of Trade BSA, like to say thank you for your great support in there. And do remember, the 21st of November will be our course, which is actually next Saturday. So I will be busy preparing for the growth investing course. If you not have done so, you can also join that course. But do take in mind, next Wednesday live FB on Wednesday night, I will cancel my live talk on 9:30 next Wednesday to prepare for the Saturday talk, where we will go through a series of exercises, case study, looking at valuation 1, 2, 3 model, which it's a very simple model that I want to share with you guys so you can really take it to the next level too. All right, so thank you very much. All right, let's move on to yes, this is the value investing growth story. Now those of you who have missed the 11/11 sales, no problem, you can still come for the growth investing course. So just activate your monthly pass by going to the wallet, and I want to show you how to do that. You just go to here, you can see the wallet, right, and you can see the monthly pass. You can view that one. Let me just change the screen for you here, and you can see purchase the monthly pass on the top left hand side. And once you purchase it, that will go into our system. We will send you the Zoom link very, very soon, just a few days before the course start. No problem, we have you on our record. I know some of you are kind of, been sort of calling and also texting our WhatsApp. We are bored with a lot of volume coming in right now. Do bear us in mind. As long as you see me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as well, Zac on almost every day. We are here to service you. We are here to make sure you understand the market and the opportunity that's available so you can ride together with us. So that's always been one of the goals that we want to do for today. All right. Okay, let's move on to what I have for you, which is more important in here. Now, of course, we're going to start off with a bit of the KLSE and the Bursa Malaysia morning roundup, so to get into pace. Now, definitely the CPO has been a bumper year. Even, I have to admit, last 3 or 4 days or the last couple of weeks, I miss out a lot of CPO trade, and because of the focus in the growth investing course that I have for you, I do miss out a lot of trade, but it's okay. I felt at one point when you've been doing quite well in the market like I do, it's good to share what I've learned, so some of you may have difficulty and a lot of challenges, so I can really help you to get into the same way what we do, as long as our methodology is there. And like it or not, to be frank with you, the market is bigger than all of us. All we can do, our coaches here, is to share our knowledge and our skill and tool with you so you can learn. That's a US market, that's a futures market, that's a Malaysian market, that's a Singapore market, that's a Hong Kong market. Like it or not, the market will do whatever you do, whether you like it or not, isn't it? Correct. I think more important for us is the concept of working from home that enable you to learn that new skill, right? And don't forget, interest is also important, as we have also shared some of this thought with the university that we have done with the Nottingham. So if you have any children at any university, their investment club, and looking for us to go in and sort of have an educational program, do let us know. We'll be happy to talk to your son university investment club. So far we have done Nottingham and we have done Monash, and if your children are in Sunway or in Help universities, do let us know, because we want to work with the investment club to really proliferate what the share market is all about, so they at the 20 years old, 19 years will learn, rather than you and me at what, 50 plus or 40 or 60. You now only start learning. Is it a bit slow, but it's okay, right? Okay, I think I've spoken enough. Let's get on to our headline here. So the CPO has been doing quite well. Back to the story in here. So if you look at some of the good one like Ta'an, right, it hasn't run. This thing all going to jalan, I can tell you that. Let's look on to the stock that we have for you, and you can see the stock comment in here, right? See, yep, finally jalan, right? I remember I told you, right, at one point of time it will jalan one, all right? So finally jalan, this one, okay? And this one is pretty good. You see Ta'an, very nice base. Let's look at also the stock fundamental, okay? Plantation, always say it will jalan, and more importantly, you have a good FA rating, about 2, P about 20 times, ROE certainly not fantastic, just 4% over there, okay? And let's look at another one, which is a heavyweight for United Plantation. Okay, United Plantation in here. This should also move too. I hope it also jalan, because I have very slow lah. This one I told you, right? Yeah, the smaller ones tend to be very, very slow, and that's all we usually get. All right, so that's for the CPO in here. Now let's move on to what we have for what you see right now. Okay, the rubber glove. Now we all know the rubber glove is taking an impact from the Pfizer vaccine in here. As I always said before, super growth, okay, super return for rubber industry is all gone, ladies and gentlemen. So if you see from here, right, let me just bring out my pen here, right, all this, let me just bring out the pen. Okay, this is my pen. So you can see here all the big growth, the 40, the 600%, all already right. I know some of you say, hey, only 10%, 20%, right? But the chances are really not there unless you read each of the counter. There will be a lot of these small cap stocks, okay? Small cap stocks, eventually, I don't know what they are. They are looking to come in, and probably they say, hey, I can't make money on the corporate. Maybe I do some sort of joint venture. If I'm a property player, I go in, my stock price go 200%, I will sell a bit out and make some money and capitalization. But that is in the short term, you can make money right now. Not everyone, to be frank with you, will do very well on their rubber glove because you already have the 4 rubber glove maker, right? And you look at it, everybody who is joining the rubber glove maker is targeting at least 3 billion, 4 billion kind of thing. No doubt, the intake, there's also another report on the UOB talking about the ASP, average selling price will drop. So a lot of these are overpriced, to be frank with you. So if you see climatic volume, especially know how to read chart, right? Some of you are learning how to read chart, take some profit, move your money to not do a rotational play, which I talk about it on Wednesday. If you have not watched that one, go over to the Facebook and watch the rotational play that I've talked about. I've given you a very simple chart how to rotate out and the sector that you're gonna, that will just certainly help you a lot more and not get into it. All right, let's go on to what I have for the next story, shall we? Okay, next one is Carlsberg. Okay, so Carlsberg, all right, all these stocks, because of the post-COVID and the vaccine, it does have a significant impact to the overall market. You can see the banks are recovering, Genting are recovering, Air Asia are recovering. So all these are coming to the back. I know some of you are still holding on to your Genting and Air Asia, whether it's worthwhile to do so, right? It's fine, in my opinion too. I think for the longer term, if you want to hold it. But I think if you learn and follow our show, you will find out there are more than 1 or 2 girlfriend or boyfriend. Having said that, you don't have to be faithful to those unless your knowledge is only to Genting and Public Bank, right? So if your knowledge to Genting Public Bank, you're not able to decide more, so you're always stuck with that. Of course, you can always trade the technicals if you follow my colleague Zac, and all those has a lot of viable solution for you to make more. But then again, if you want to have safety or return, especially some of the students or member of you are putting a fair amount of money. If you're going to put 300,000 or 400,000 of your retirement money, you want to get some sort of a decent return too, isn't that correct, right? You don't want to put in a 200,000-300,000 and then reduce by 200,000. Then you find it that, look, like or not, it's not worth the time and the emotion, unless you're addicted to the adrenaline that you get. Your stocks, like what I just showed you just now, went up 600%. Let me just show you which I was talking about. Okay, like this kind of stock, where 80 systemization went up by 415% because a certain uncle is buying, isn't it? I mean, that's another day for another time to talk about. Here we want to find an easy way, like I've been doing for my client, for myself, where if there is a good market like what we have this year, we should be able to enjoy good fruits, right? Do you agree what I say? If you agree with say, just give me a thumbs up, because I think that's what my message to you. I will definitely talk more about growth investing on the 21st of November to share with you how I look into the market, and definitely some of you may see this as an eye-opener, so do join us. It's a really small cost. If you're already on SMARTRobie, it's almost absolutely free, so we see it as a bonus to really get you guys up and running. Okay, so let's move on to our next story that we have for you in here, right? This will be probably the US market. That's right. Now, the US market, we have seen last night, Dow Jones closed down by 300 points. And this is partly also to the record COVID cases that we've seen in US. And now there is a possibility of the new advisor to shut down the economy. Again, all these are just hearsay. Right now, it is still Donald Trump for another 70 days until January 20th. Okay, January 20th. So right now, you're going to see the market sort of, plateau. And I do think that December may likely see a bit of back off from the recent high. People are taking a bit of profit as Donald Trump refused to concede. The very important is also the January 5th runoff. So as you hear more and more of my show, I will talk about the January runoff where we have in Georgia the 2 seats. Why that is important is because if the Democrat control the Senate, they control the presidential, they control the Senate, they control the House of Congress. So they are very, very powerful. They can change a lot of policies. And there is where you will see this market will really push up, in my opinion, too. So right now we are seeing the Biden just talking about it, and that has caused somehow the market to a bit sway to the bottom side of it. All right, some of you have those stocks. I will look at it definitely for sure, but I'm going to give you my stock too that I found. Okay, now because today is the advanced trade idea, we have looked at premium alert just now, the earlier one. Let's look at the one that we have right now. Go back to the main menu, go on the premium alert. Okay, so premium alert, you see we have a new list, our KPS. We will look at KPS for George, okay? So I will do for George. 80, yeah, 80 is going to be, I will switch to an 80 chart too later on. And then we got Punjab. But on my list here, I'll just switch over to my wider screen here. I have Permaju, all right, which came out on the premium alert at 9:30. So let's look at the, on the Permaju. Okay, Permaju for the... Okay, let's look at the chart for Permaju. So you can see here, Permaju is very nice. It's one of those stocks that we've seen monthly accumulation. Right? Very nice. We have two, and then the break, the shakedown that we have. So I'm going to bring in the big charts in, so you can see it much better. Okay, so it's going to bring it in here. So just now we are looking at Permaju. So let me type that in. Okay, so some of you may see, hey Martin, what is this? I've never seen this before. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is our real-time minute chart, hourly chart, daily chart, which is a more advanced running on trading view. Now, some of you who have joined the 11/11 sale, you should be getting something like this. And depending whether you want to use the free version, of course, free, you get a lot of advertisement and it's restricted to 3 indicators. My one is a bit high, so you can see I have 10 indicators in here. We'll probably give the full suite that you're getting, those who sign up 11/11, you're getting about 5 or 6 indicators from us. We'll be rolling out more and more indicators as we progress and we develop them. Absolutely no extra cost in here. But let me just get down to the nitty-gritty first. As I said before, I want to teach you how to read all these things, right? Now, if you notice, now since this is advanced, I will teach you advanced things, right? Correct. Now, okay, let me bring up my pen here. Erase that one. Okay. Yeah. So what we are really concerned here is that if you see blue zone, okay, this is blue zone. Right, we have the green pentagon, that is a good buy. Okay, if you have come in somewhere, this is on the 5th. So what we want to see in blue zone is to see more. We are focusing here, okay? Okay, we are focusing here. So this is where I want to teach you how to read the volume bar. So whole point is when you see the blue zone, we want to see more green bars. Okay, more green bars. This simply means the market is positive, bullish, moving higher. All right, more green bars. Okay, so you can see in this example, you see more red bars. That's why the market start to break down. So it sort of give you an indication. Hey, I see more green bars. Then that's going to prove. Next thing. Okay, that is your first clue. Okay, I'll call it clue A. Maybe I'll just change that one to eraser. So I just want to make this a bit more systematic, then you can learn better, isn't it? Right? Of course, you're here to learn, isn't it? You're not here to see my pretty face, right? Okay, so so you can see this is clue number 1. We want to have this more green bar. So when green bar increasing, then that means it's good, all right? Red bar not so good. Next, okay, next clue number 2. Okay, clue number 2, we want to see what we call staircase. Okay, staircase. Okay, staircase volume. Meaning the staircase are moving up. You can see the volume is well. So this one in here, hopefully at the end of the day, we want it to go up. Of course, you can also check Permaju. What sector do they do, isn't it? All right, we can check that. This is where our focus is not just purely on technical. There are a lot of technicals, just the traditional one and some of those from the other Sifu, right? But what we want to do is from the experience, from our research, our analytics, we want to combine both fundamental and technical. So at least you are, has an extra edge, isn't it? Of course, right now, everything, you want to have more confirmation, both fundamental and technicals. After all, it's all in the same system that you learn. So for a start, we go to Permaju. We want to hit the stock fundamental in here. Later on, okay, take a picture of this if you want to, because we're going to talk about the staircase when you come to the advanced class. So the staircase volume, okay, if you've done so, take a picture of this one, okay, and okay, then we're going to go on to the fun. So the next thing we want to do is look at Permaju. What the hell do they do? Okay, now remember Permaju haven't made. If you notice here, Permaju, okay, Permaju over here, right? They did not make money, okay? So this is purely speculative trading, okay? So we look at the Permaju website here. Let me just get there and you'll be able to see that one. They are Permaju Industry. I really don't know what they do. Okay, or property development, trading. Oh, motor vehicle. Betul ke? Oh, they sell second. Oh, they do Ford car. Oh, okay. So this one looks like goreng a bit lah. Okay, so look like goreng a bit. Okay, let me just bring up the bigger chart. Okay, that's fine. Looks like goreng. So this is just pure goreng. Okay, now finish this. You've taken this a picture, right? I'm just going to erase this now, right now. So next we're going to do is going to turn on to the hourly chart so you can see better too. All right, again, we want to see the hourly chart in here. So right now, we always use daily chart first. We switch to daily chart, then we switch to the hourly chart because we want to see on the left-hand side. Now, a lot of technical analysis, they don't look at the left-hand side. Okay, what I mean by left-hand side, so let me just turn on this on again. Okay, the left-hand side, we always want to look, this is where it is the right-hand side. This is current, okay, this is current. What we want to do is to look on the left-hand side. Okay, we came from an hourly chart. Now, you may not see this on SMARTRobie. SMARTRobie is only for a basic one that runs on end of day. It gives you the alert. So for those of you who are active, if you are active trader, now if you have signed up for 11.11, you say, wow, this is great, man. I have a good deal too, right? And those of you who have not, maybe you want to consider, another package, which is our masterclass, which we are doing this weekend. So you can look over here. What we are trying to do is to find more green here. Okay, you can see here, no doubt, we have a lot of red. Okay, red here. Okay, we have a lot of red bars. Red bar means the market is actually sort of moving sideways. But remember, we only got trigger this morning here. Okay, this morning at 9:30, this is where the volume came in. All right, you can see here we started to have more green. All right, more green stuff. Okay, so that's good. You can see the market finally broke through. So let me just erase this again so you can see it better. So here, another thing you'll notice, the volume, you see here, the volume is increasing right here, right? So we have the more green and we have the staircase. So that means the market is poising up. And guess what? Because you pick it up at 9:30, it may run for the next couple of days. And some news I don't know. Maybe Permaju is going to go into rubber. If a rubber, then hey, that's good luck, isn't it? Right? So we don't know. As I said before, every Tom, Dick and Harry is going to go into this rubber just for the sake of pushing it up. Definitely you can see volume is very high. So that is how I want to teach you guys how to read the advanced one. Okay, we're going to look at another one. Let me just erase this back here. And the second one that I have actually is Dagang Net. Okay, the premium alert that came out, Dagang Net. So of course I want to show you on the SMARTRobie chart before we switch to a trading view chart. Okay, so you can see SMARTRobie chart in here. Let me just switch over to here again. Very nice. You can see, bring this up again. Okay, so you can see here we have again looking from here on the blue trend. Okay, we have the staircase. You notice the staircase here. We have the staircase moving up and you have the green bar. Okay, so that means the orange zone, which is bearish, are turning. So this is how we know when it's turning. It's on the orange bar, orange trend zone or yellow trend zone, depending the color. This is yellow or light orange. Maybe I call it yellow better. Some people say yellow, right? Then you see the volume, okay, is increasing on the staircase and you have more green bar. That means the market is turning. And the same thing goes for when you on the blue trend zone. Okay, blue trend zone, as you go higher, the staircase is coming down with more red volume column, then you see the market coming down. Okay, take note. So this is on the daily chart now. So what we do is that we're going to switch this back to, okay, Dagang Net. I want to show you on, that's right. So you can see here, let's switch to a daily chart first. This is where we are. Okay, so you can see where we are. And then right now the market broke higher. Okay, so we switch to an hourly chart. You can see here is where this morning, the 9 o'clock, the thing went up. Okay, so you have already the market turning. And very important right now, if you notice, this red bar in here, the coming down volume, step down volume. Okay, so let me just write this down again for you. Okay, so we have if. Okay, so another clue. I need to change this thickness. Okay, let me just write this. So a clue, okay, for a slight, okay, pullback, right? We want to see, okay, step down volume. Okay, step down volume. Okay, step down volume with red volume, but it has to be a step down. Okay, clue 1 is step down. Second one, we will get red volume, red bar too. Red bar means the this will be red bar. Okay, here will be red bar. Then that is fine. It's what we call a ease off on the volume, a slight pullback. Of course, more of this we will explain a lot more in our master class. Okay, just to show you how we are doing this. So we're just using purely technicals basically on the volume here. So where to buy it? This is actually a good point to buy around in here, because this is looking at the hourly chart. All right. So those are two clues that give us a good indication. Definitely, if you look at the yellow zone, let me just erase this. Okay, erase this first. Right, if you notice in this area here, we see yellow. This is a yellow, okay, bearish trend zone. So in a yellow bearish trend zone, we expect the market to go down, right? But we don't have any step down, isn't it? We don't have any so-called, what we are expecting is step down volume. We didn't see any step down volume. As a matter of fact, we see some step up volume here. Okay, and then finally we see a bit more here. Okay, the increase of the volume. Okay, increase of the volume, then we get a couple of green bar. All right, and then finally we have this. Here is also good. Here you can see that we have step up volume. Very good. This is encouraging sign. Another step up volume. Okay, and we got a lot of green bar, and that's good. Here you may get more red bars. Right? But as long as it doesn't break below this level in here, that means the market is turning. But one of the key things that we find in here is that the step down, okay, volume, and then you get some step up volume here. The step down followed by step up, then the market break up. So that is how you want to see. The reason why you want to see step up volume and step down volume is to see whether the trend will persist or not. Okay, so let's say we want to, I think this trend is likely to persist because we don't see any step down volume in here. Okay, so that is what I want to share with you about on the yellow bearish trend zone and on the hourly chart basis. Okay, we're gonna look at a couple of stocks that you guys have, right? Okay, let me just erase this and show you, switch back to here. Okay, first of all is KPS. Okay, KPS is likely a continuation of a trend. You notice in here, okay, just before here, all right, you have you have a lot of what we call a blue trend zone in here. No doubt the market is coming down, but you notice the volumes are very low. Okay, the volume here are very low, and do take note what we have this average volume here. You can see this blue line, right? The blue line here. If the volume down there is very low, right? That means a lot of accumulation. Usually when the volume go below, the moving average volume here, and then you see suddenly, okay, you see here, volume push back up, right? Then you start to get more step up volume, right? Step up volume is good. You get a lot of green volume, then it means it's coming up. Right, and then no doubt this one is fine if you have KPS, but if you want to buy it, then you switch to an hourly chart. You can see it has the same thing like what I've just showed you just now previously for Dagang Net. Okay, a lot of these stocks all behave like that. Now the reason why you want to learn about the volume stepping is that you want to exit early or not, because some of you really want to learn. That's why today I got more people for the advanced class. But of course it's not easy, right? That's why it takes a lot of practice. It's easier for me to just sit here and just talk about it. Okay, let's look at another one. Okay, I'm going to look at, because those of you who keen early, so I've done, okay, I'll look at OpenSys. Probably I just can do two only, that's right, all right? I can only do two. Now you look here, OpenSys, very, very nice. I like this, okay? You can see OpenSys on, let's look at on the left-hand side first, on the orange trend zone. So on the orange trend zone, we expect the market to go down, right? But we have some step-up volume. We have also green bar. Okay, then the market go back sideways, step down volume low, it's okay. Step down if you go down, if the market go down on step up volume, then it's not good. If the market on the yellow trend zone has a step down, which means the volume is decreasing, and you have green bar, that's fine. So right now, if you switch to hourly chart, of course, it's when you switch to a daily chart, that looks pretty good. You got spring, you know, right? And so usually, please, those of you who came home, you're one of our members, look at the daily chart first, then you switch to an hourly chart. Then you can see it much better for analytics, okay? But at the end of it, we use the SMARTRobie, we'll use the Pentagon Guider mathematical to calculate the blue trend zone. So looking at the volume with it will stay with it. All right, but of course, if you really want, if you got time and you really want to read, this OpenSys looks pretty good, right? It's just a matter of time before the breakout. Remember, one of the stocks I need to check today, RC Capital. Let's look at it this morning in here. Yeah, continue to make upwards. Very nicely done. Wow, make a lot of money this one. All right, remember, you see, this is very similar. OpenSys and RC Capital. Always look to the left hand side of the chart. Okay, always look at. Now this is a technical side about it, which we will teach you all in our master class. Okay, so I don't think I can comment more on that because of the due to the time. I don't want to keep this too long in here. But if you want to learn more, we're going to preview something too. Let me just get out from here. So we've done those two, Permaju and DagangNet. So this is the advanced. So little by little, we try to explain the step up and the step down. I know it's confusing, but good. The more confused you are, then you will learn. Because the way we trade is quite different. No other provider out there look at volume. After all, we have volume spread analysis, isn't it? Right? Okay, let's move on to I hope you like what I've just explained to you, something more into it, right? So the sign and strength, sign and weakness is good. You can also watch some of the video that we have. I will give you a QR code in here. The test, no supplies, are springs, are 18 line change. You can see on this chart here, you can see, right? You can see this is what I mean. SP is spring, okay? LC is line change, okay? Test and line change. So those are sign of strength, okay? So we just want to touch base. Activate. So here is one of those pattern you can see, right? This is where we have here. You can see we get spring market in here moving sideways. Then we have line change. You can see, right? So this is the schematic, and this is the live chart. So whole point is that we want to train you to look at the schematic. Just like you see, this is a picture of a boy, this is a picture of a girl. Then when you see a boy out there, this is a boy there. So this is what we call chart identification. Right, very important part of the retrain of your brain to look at opportunities. Basically, what we're trying to say is we're teaching you the language of the stock market. When the opportunity comes, they were going to teach you on that one. Okay. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. Okay. Now this is last week, so we're not talking about. So we will be doing a December intake. Some of you may have planned not going anywhere because the CMCO is still here. So you notice on December 2nd and 5th, we are doing our December intakes. So if you have time, do come for our, this is a registration. So you can key that into your stock code. Okay, sorry, not stock code. Key that into your QR code. That's right. Use your QR code reader and come for a 3-day preview. Okay, come for a 3-day course preview, which is this Sunday 2 to 4 p.m. So you can register that one. And if some of you are our existing member, if you want to come, that's fine. But it's 1.5 hour of things that we do. But one of the benefits we also be sharing, if you come, this is one of the courses you can repeat 6 times a year. It's really a really good deal that we're seeing. So you can pick it up in here. So that's a preview. And when you hit that QR code, it'll take you to register for that. So if you have not done so, do register for it. And this Sunday, we will explain you the breakdown of our 3-day course and how we're going to coach you through for the 12-month mentoring program that we have. Okay, if you want to know the prices, just go to our website under the pricing in there. The website is the pricing is over there. But we more concerned about the content and the coaching, right? Because we find that if we can deliver a good job to train you up to make money in the coming next 12 months, the amount of investment that you put in will be taken care of. I think more importantly is your time. You know, the time that you'll be working with it, we want to make sure it is effective. As you are watching this show too, right? We want that half an hour that you learn something new, not just, you know, getting stock tips. Stock tip, there are a lot of seafood out there will give you stock tips, okay? Sometimes you don't even know why you lost money and so. But most important, they're able to run your profits if the market comes. Knowledge is important. All right. So that's what my message to you. So if you're first time joining us, do join our Telegram chat room for our free stock information, which we continue to provide here. All right. So that you will always learn too. So with that, take note. I will see you guys Sunday if you want to know more about our preview to our masterclass. This coming Sunday will start at 2 to 4 p.m. I'll see you then in our Zoom. Bye-bye.